Hello, and welcome to another episode of my 30 plus decks. Today I'm going to be showing off one that is one of my newer ones that I built. This is Lumra, Bellow of the Woods. This is a 6-cost elemental bear. Power and toughness are equal to the number of lands I control, has vigilance and reach, and when Lumra enters the battlefield, I mill 4 cards, and then return all lands from my graveyard to the battlefield tapped. So this is a deck where I'm trying to get a number of lands out quick. I have a number of landfall triggers. I have a number of lands in the deck that just sacrifice and search for another land. And then when Lumra comes out, all of those lands will be coming back to the battlefield to be re-sacrificed to get even more lands. And a number of effects like that, where I'm just bringing all of my lands from my graveyard to the battlefield. Yeah, this is honestly a really fun deck to watch, or I think it's fun to watch. I know that it's definitely fun to play, and yeah, hope you guys enjoy watching it. Let's just jump right in. I've got my hand ready, and I honestly think it's silly. I have 2 lands in my hand, but I'm confident. Let's go ahead and draw. And go land for turn. Turn 2. Draw. Perfect. I will hold and go 3. Draw. And land for turn. Tap in 3. Tireless Provisioner. Landfall, I either make a food or make a treasure. Go on turn 4. Untap and draw. That will be a land for turn. I will go ahead and make a treasure. And I will go ahead and tap green and 1 plus 2, casting Tender Wild Guide, and it has Offspring, so it is Offsprung. Let's see. I don't specifically have one of these tokens, but if it's something that I can't quite... I definitely don't have the exact token here. If I did, that'd be a miracle. And Bushy Bodyguard, that's pretty dang close. Sapperling, that's not too bad of an option. Could just go with a squirrel. I don't know. They both have a stick. Let's go. And they each have tap to add 1 mana of any color, or tap to put a 1/1 counter on this creature. That's a freaking awesome one. Let's go to turn 5. Untap. Draw. Land. Second treasure. And it's almost something where, do I go for it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 total. So I easily could. It's a 6 cost. Let's go for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll tap the Tender Wild Guide original for that 6th, and cast Lumra, Bellow of the Woods. When it enters, I mill 4 cards. Regal Force, Decimator Provinces, there's a forest, and Crash of Rhino Beetles. Alright. That will be this forest to the battlefield tapped. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Lumra is a 6/6. I will tap this copy of the Tender Wild Guide and put a 1/1 counter on itself. So now it is a 2/2 as well. Actually, no. I'm going to hold off, and I'll do that on my, I guess, before it comes back to me. So pass a turn. Before it officially comes back to me, or maybe even response to blocking, I will tap, put the 1/1 counter on itself. And then... only thing that I forgot was that landfall trigger for that treasure. Untap. Draw. Let's see. That's one that I want to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I will cast Traverse the Outlands. Search my library for up to X basic land cards where X is the greatest power among creatures I control. Put those on the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. I'm going to choose Lumra, or I guess Lumra is my greatest creature with power. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Searching for 1, 2, 3, 4. Oop. 5, 6. Yeah, I'll go to the battlefield tapped, shuffle. Now Lumra is a 12/12 vigilance reach. That is also 6 more treasures that I'm making. Let me see if I could have done a little bit more. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. 5, actually. I could. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could have Hunter's Prowess before Traverse the Outlands. And I'll do that because, you know, this is casual. I'm just playtesting, so I'll have it buffed by 3 and have Trample. And whenever it deals combat damage to a player, I draw that many cards this turn before that. So I'll just search for 3 more forests, which is 1, 2, 3 more treasures. They pretty much pay for themselves. It's 1, 2. Well, almost pay for them. No, actually, because of the lands and creatures that I tap, they pay for themselves. Here we go. Still have 9 treasures to work with, and that 1 untapped creature that could tap for land. Let's go ahead and use 6 of this for a Quilled Great Worm, 7/7 Trample. Whenever a creature I control deals combat damage during my turn, put that many 1/1 counters on it. I may cast this card from graveyard by removing 6 counters from creatures I control in addition to paying its other costs. I will go ahead and declare attack with Lumra as a Vigilance Reach Trample. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 is an 18/18. After it deals damage, it's going to be getting 18 more 1/1 counters. Because of that Quilled Great Worm, it doesn't have to be damage to a player. It's combat damage on my turn. And 18 Trample by turn 6 is a lot. So I will say that combat damage is dealt. I'll just cut that in half. And so I'll say that 9 combat damage is dealt. I'll draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards. With the fact that I only have 3 to work with. The fact that I only have 3 to work with, I could crack it all for either a Llanowar Tribe, crack 1 for a Elvish Mystic, use Vivian for or just get Vivian out, or I could cultivate. Cultivate would get me another basic land to the battlefield tapped, and that would make me another treasure, which I could use for an Elvish Mystic. Everything else is just... Oh, that's true. There's also Fade into Antiquity, which is exile target artifact or enchantment, which I more have in there as some of the few interaction that I have. Let's see. Cultivate into Elvish Mystic probably empties my hand the best. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll probably just do that. So I'll use all my treasures for Cultivate. Oh, right, that gets me a forest. Just get these 2. 1 to the battlefield tapped, the other 1 to my hand. And shuffle. The 1 I'm going to the battlefield tapped makes me that treasure, which I will use immediately for this Elvish Mystic. That's still... See, I'm probably going to pitch the forests because I have ways to get those back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Probably go without that Land War Tribe because I have plenty of mana. I'll just go ahead and go without that Fade to Antiquity. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That leaves 7. Unless there's anything else that I just can't go without. Nope, I think I'm fine with that. If there was some artifact or enchantment that I really had to deal with, then I would make a different call, but right now, I think I'm fine. Let's see. Yeah, that was one big old turn. Let's go to turn 7. Untap with my chunk of freaking land. That's awesome. Let's rearrange things to make them a bit more visible. I guess that's fine. That's fine. And draw. Very nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 plus 18. Is that like 34? Yeah, 34. So my commander is a 34/34. And I might as well go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cast an aggressive mammoth and make him trample as well. Vigilance, reach, trample. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 6 for, and I'm just doing this because why not? Argentum armor. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to equip Argentum armor, giving Lumra an extra +6/+6. And on declaration of attack, I can destroy target permanent. Yeah. And swinging. Sweet. Yeah. Let's see the other cards that I had in my hand. I'll zoom in a bit. Tree Shaker Chimera, Yeva, Nature's Herald, which both of these have it to where I can cast things for at flash speed. So this one's creature spells, this one's just green creature spells, which all of my creature spells in this deck are green, but whatever. Harmonize, draw more cards. Cultivator of Blades, which is just a buff to everything, but I decided I didn't need it. Awakening of Vitu-Ghazi, which is awesome. Put 9/1 encounters on target land I control. It becomes a legendary 0/0 elemental with haste, and it is named Vitu-Ghazi. Still a land. Anyways, that was a... See, wasn't that fun? Anyways, let's go ahead and shuffle this bad boy up. That is honestly one of the things about this deck that's just a little bit of a struggle, is reintegrating all of this land back into the deck, because it is very good at just getting a bunch of land out that traverse the Outlands. I'm kind of glad that I did it the way that I did, buffing and then searching. Glad that I'm doing this in practice, because in an actual game, who knows, maybe they're not as lenient. Okay, that's not too bad for that. That leaves just 2 lands where I can just stick them in there. Let's go one more. We're just over 14 minutes, I guess. Heck yeah. Alright. Yeah, this deck actually was the first deck where I had someone comment on the video asking for a deck list, which is awesome. I really appreciated that, and so I got that to him, and ever since then I have been putting my deck lists into my videos as I post them, just like I will do today. Truth be told, this deck has changed a little bit since that last video, and even more truth be told, my decks are always changing. I could have a deck posted one day and then just decide to completely change it the next day. I kind of did that for My mono blue flying and scrying, truth be told, so that one's probably different than the video that I posted. Man, I could not have asked for a better hand. That is crazy. Let's jump right in. Land, Elvish Mystic, turn 2. Draw, land, 1, 2, 3. Land War Tribe. Turn 3. I'm gonna tap, upkeep, draw. Land. I could get my commander. Let's risk it. That's actually, that's milling. And it's not that I don't want to mill, I just don't want to mill anything good. Which, whatever. No, how about this? I only have 3 lands out, so if I whiff on lands, then he is just a 3/3. So let's just go 1, 2, 3. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thrun, Breaker of Silence. 5/5 can't be countered, has trample, can't be the target of non-green spells my opponents control, or abilities from non-green sources my opponents control. And as long as it's my turn, he has indestructible. Let's go to turn 4. On tap. Draw. Very nice. Let's go land for turn. Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go Lumra this turn. And that is 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the second time that I've milled a Regal Force with that. When it enters, I draw a card for each green creature I control. I think it's pretty cool. Mossborn Hydra is an awesome one in this deck. Commander's Plate would give the equipped creature, which would probably be my commander, +3/+3 and protection from everything that's not green. Color-wise, let's bring this land to the battlefield tapped. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're a 5/5 Vigilance Reach. I can swing a Thrun because it's a 5/5 trample indestructible. Let's go to turn 5. Untap. Draw. Land for turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's go ahead and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Casting Rampaging Brontodon. It's a 7/7 trample. Whenever it attacks, it gets +1/+1 until the end of turn for each land I control. I'll swing the Throne again. Let's go to turn 6. Untap. Draw. Okay. Rogue's Passage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Casting Argentum Armor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So not quite. That's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Casting Cultivator of Blades. It has Fabricate 2, so I'll have it enter with 2 1/1 counters. Whenever it attacks, I may have other attacking creatures get +X/+X until the end of turn, where X is Cultivator of Blades power. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have 7 lands by turn 6. Lumra is a 7/7 Vigilance Reach. Thrawn is a 5/5 Trample Indestructible on my turn. Rampaging Baloth would be a 14/14 Trample. Very cool. I'll just say that I won't necessarily declare attackers, but I could always attack. Let's go to turn 7. On tap. And draw. Dang. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Argentum Armor equipped to Lumra. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Casting Awakening of Vitu-Ghazi. This is an instant where I choose a land. That will be this forest. I guess I don't untap it, but it gets 9 1/1 counters, and it is a legendary 0/0 elemental creature with haste named Vitugazi. Then I can just go ahead and swing with Lumra as a, let's say that's 7+6, so a 13/13 Vigilance Reach. On declaration of attack, I'll destroy target permanent. I'll swing with Thrun, Trample Indestructible 5/5. I'll swing with Rampaging Brontodon as a 14/14 Trample. And I could also swing with Cultivator of Blades, giving all of them +3/+3. But I won't. Sweet. I think that's a fine place to stop. Smuggler's Surprise was the only card left in my hand, and it just didn't seem right for the moment, but it is a good card. Maybe... No, I'm still happy with it being in this deck. It's one of those spree cards. I'll just zoom in on it. So for 1 green +2, I can mill 4 cards, put up to 2 creatures and or lands from among the milled cards into my hand. For green, I guess green and 4 additional, may put up to 2 creature cards from my hand onto the battlefield, which I was just kind of playing those really quick. And then for an extra 1, creatures I control with power 4 or greater gain hexproof and indestructible until the end of turn. Which I was probably holding on to that one, if anything. Yeah, I think I'm... Oh, let's see. You know what? These playtests aren't going to... Let's just go one more quick one. It's a mono green. It's very straightforward is what I'm trying to do, so let's just go one more. Hope it does good. Honestly, if I had any hope for this, I would just say that I hope that when I get Lumra, I don't whiff as bad with land. If I could get 2 or 3 land, I'd be happy. All 4 would be awesome, but I'm not asking for that. I think that just 2 or 3 would be awesome. Not 1, or, yeah, it's not only like 1 land, but it's so many just other ones that I don't want to go. Now, that being said, I do have a couple of things that will return from graveyard to hand. I think I have Retrieve, which is a up to 1 creature and 1 non-creature permanent. I have one that's like XX and a green to return up to X like permanents from my graveyard to my hand. Pretty sure that I have the simple ones like Regrowth. I think that's Regrowth, where it's just 1 and a green, return target card from your graveyard to your hand. I definitely have them in the deck, just haven't quite gotten them. Because, yeah, when I'm milling cards with my commander, I don't want to be milling, you know, one of the better cards in the deck kind of thing. Sure, let's run with it. Let's jump right in. 1. Draw, land, draw, land, tap, explore, draw, land, 3. Untap, draw. That'll be a Rogue's Passage this turn. I'll tap 3 for a Kodama's Reach, where I will search for 2 basic lands, put 1 on the battlefield tapped, 1 into my hand. Let's go these 2. 1 tapped, 1 to hand. Yeah, here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. Let's go to turn 4. Untap, upkeep, draw, land. That should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lumra. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Darn shame. Riveteer's Outlook comes to the battlefield and then it gets immediately sacrificed. Nisu Shakes the World is really good. Decimator of Provinces is great, but I also milled that one earlier. Riveteer's Outlook says when it enters, sacrifice it. When I do, search for a basic swamp, mountain, or forest. I would also be gaining 1 life. let's go like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Lumra's currently a 7/7 Vigilance Reach by turn 4. Let's go to turn 5. Untap. Draw. Land for turn. You're an 8/8. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Casting Rampaging Brontodon. It came back to me. Let me actually just tap that slightly differently, because I'm not going to be using that Rogue's Passage this turn, and I do have a Tamiyo Safekeeping. Target permanent gains hexproof and indestructible until the end of turn. I gain 2 life, so that one's always good to keep up. 6. Let's go untap, upkeep, draw. Forest. I'll tap it. Elvish Mystic. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For a Cultivator of Blades. 1, 2, 3 left. I will swing with Lumra and my Rampaging Brontodon. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's a 9/9 and a 16/16 trample. The 9/9's a Vigilance Reach. And I could do 1 green to give hexproof indestructible if needed. Let's go to turn 7. Untap, upkeep, draw. Land for turn. And let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I will cast Hunter's Prowess on the Rampaging Brontodon because it's going to be stronger. I didn't even put your counters on. I'm going so fast. Rampaging Brontodon will be swinging again, except that's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, a 17/17 +3/3. So that's a 20/20 trample. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, I draw that many cards, and I'm going to do what I did last time, just cut that in half. So I'll draw 10 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, that's crazy. Man, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to work with. For 0, Zuran Orb. I can sacrifice a land to gain 2 life. This is one thing that's awesome to have happen right before Lumra enters. I could go green for a Galta Primal Hunger. 12/12 trample. Costs X less, where, X is 10 at the maximum. I have that as still a 20/20 until the end of turn. So it's reduced by 10. Easy. 1, 2, 3, 4 to work with. Let's go green. I wish I could do that. Yeah, that's alright. Here's my options. I'll just go into my... You know about that. Just drew into an Overprotect, which I don't necessarily need, but it is very good, similar to Tamiyo Safekeeping, but costs 1 more and gives trample and +3/3. Doesn't gain me life, but that's acceptable. That's perfectly fine. Ayula's Influence. I was thinking I could tap Elvish Mystic and my 2 forests, but then I wouldn't be able to keep up a Tamiyo Safekeeping. It's not the end of the world. Ayula's Influence is discard a land and create a 2/2 green bear creature token, which is also similar to Zuran Orb. Just a great thing to have happen right before Lumra enters, or one of those all of my lands enter. It could even be something where I use Zuran Orb to sacrifice all of my lands, killing Lumra, and then recasting Lumra after, recasting Lumra to mill 4 more cards and then get all of my lands back. Just redoing landfall triggers or something like that. It could be crazy. Predator's Report I was thinking about doing for, targeting Rampaging Brontodon. Since it's a 20/20, it says choose target creature I control. I gain life equal to that creature's power plus its toughness, so that would just be a cool 40 life. Spinner of Souls. 4/3 reach. Whenever another non-token creature I control dies, I may reveal cards from the top of my library until I reveal a creature card. Put that into my hand, the rest in the bottom in a random order, which is a very good card. But I guess I'm not necessarily having my creatures die consistently, so there's that. Coiled Great Worm I have in my hand, but I can't cast. Same with Argentum Armor. And then 3 forests. If I were to happen to, do Ayula's Influence, I could make 3 bears, something like that. Yeah. Just as far as that goes, those are the options of what I could do, and I don't know that there's necessarily a best option. I could just do green, Ayula's Influence, and discard 2 lands to make 2 bears. And set up for a big turn next turn. Doing pretty much exactly what I was talking about, where I would probably float the mana and then sacrifice all of it to Zurin Orb, and Lumra would die, but then I'd use the floated mana to recast Lumra, mill 4 more cards, return all of the lands to the battlefield tapped, but that would just be a lot of life gain from Zurin Orb. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22 potentially. Yeah, this deck is definitely a very fun one. I love playing it. Hope you guys loved watching it, or at least liked watching it, or at least watched it. Anyways, hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will do my best to have a great rest of mine. See ya on the next one. Later.